The year is 2035. You are not in New York. You are not in Tokyo. You are 3,000 meters beneath the surface of the Pacific Ocean. Imagine waking up, not to the sound of traffic, but to the silence of the deep. Watching a massive blue whale swim past your bedroom window. This is not a sci-fi movie. This is not a video game. This is the ocean spiral. A $26 billion blueprint designed by the Shimizu Corporation to save humanity from its own surface world. A self-sustaining city, floating in the darkest depths of the sea. On the surface, sea levels are rising. Cities are sinking. The air is choking. We are running out of space. But down here, there is infinite energy, infinite food, and infinite silence. But how do you build a concrete city that doesn't get crushed by the pressure of the deep sea? How do 5,000 people breathe without air? The answer lies in a technology so advanced, it feels like magic. Let's dive in. So, what does a $26 billion underwater city actually look like? The ocean spiral is a vertical empire, plunging deep into the abyss. First, sitting just below the waves, is the Blue Garden, a massive floating sphere, 500 meters in diameter. It is encasing a thriving ecosystem, bathed in natural sunlight filtering through the clear water. This is where life happens. Imagine luxury hotels, bustling commerce, and a 75-floor skyscraper suspended in the center. But the design isn't just for show. When a typhoon hits the surface, the entire Blue Garden creates its own safety. It slowly submerges further down, escaping the violent waves above, keeping its 5,000 residents completely safe. Beneath the sphere, things get darker. Connecting the surface to the deep is the infraspiral. A massive ribbon winding down 3,000 meters. It's not just a path, it's the lifeline carrying power and supplies. The spiral shape is crucial. It prevents the structure from collapsing under deep-sea currents, acting like a flexible spring. As you descend, the pressure increases to over 300 atmospheres, enough to crush a conventional submarine like a soda can. But the spiral stands firm, a masterpiece of concrete and resin engineering, defying the weight of the ocean. And finally, we hit the bottom. The Earth Factory, anchored to the seabed. This is the industrial heart of the city. This factory does more than just mine rare metals. It creates fuel using microorganisms called methanogens. They convert carbon dioxide captured from the surface into methane gas, turning pollution into power. Essentially, the ocean spiral cleans the planet's atmosphere while powering itself. A perfect infinite loop. Now, the big question. No solar panels, no wind turbines. How do you power a massive city in the dark? The answer lies in the temperature. The surface water is warm, the deep water is cold. We use OTEC, Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion. This temperature difference drives massive ammonia turbines, generating reliable, clean electricity. 24 hours a day, forever. We don't need oil. We don't need nuclear. The ocean itself is our battery. But what about water? You are surrounded by salt, yet you cannot drink a drop. The solution is simple: pressure. Using the immense hydraulic pressure of the deep sea, water is forced through reverse osmosis membranes, creating endless fresh water for free. And air? We don't bring oxygen tanks. We make it. The same chemical process that powers the city releases oxygen as a byproduct. 5,000 people breathing clean, filtered air, richer and purer than the smog-filled atmosphere of Tokyo or New York. Survival isn't enough. We need to thrive. Welcome to the deep-sea aquaculture. Surrounding the sphere are hatcheries. We farm millions of fish in their natural habitat, but protected from predators. Fresh sashimi, organic vegetables, harvested minutes before serving. This isn't rations. This is fine dining. Down here, we are self-sufficient. While the surface world fights for resources, the ocean spiral lives in abundance. So, what is the price tag for paradise? $26 billion, 3 trillion yen. It sounds astronomical, but compare that to colonizing Mars. The ocean spiral is a fraction of the cost. We don't need spaceships. We don't need to terraform a dead planet. The water, the life, the pressure, it is already here. But who signs the check? It requires a coalition. Governments facing sinking cities, and private tycoons seeking the next real estate gold mine. But money isn't the biggest obstacle. Nature is. We are in the Pacific Ring of Fire. What happens when an earthquake hits? What happens when a mega tsunami tears across the ocean surface? Surprisingly, the deep ocean is the safest place to be. Tsunamis are surface waves. Energy moves horizontally on top. And earthquakes? The ocean spiral floats. It is not rigidly attached to the ground. When the seabed shakes, the city simply hovers. At 3,000 meters deep, while the world above is destroyed by storms, you wouldn't even spill your coffee. The greatest danger isn't the ocean. It's our fear of the unknown. The ocean spiral is more than just a blueprint. It is a lifeboat, a vision of a future where humanity doesn't just survive on a dying planet, but evolves with it. Maybe in 2035, a child will wake up, look out the window, and see a school of tuna instead of a traffic jam. A generation that calls the deep sea home. For decades, we looked up at the stars, dreaming of Mars. But perhaps the new frontier was never above us. It was always beneath us. So, here is the question for you. If Earth runs out of space, would you choose to live in a dome on the dry, red sands of Mars, or in the deep blue silence of the ocean spiral? Let me know your choice in the comments below. Team Mars or Team Ocean? This is the deep world. Thanks for diving with us. Don't forget to subscribe for more blueprints of the future.